Moving around the world searching for solution. Nigeria, America, India to Congo.
Una welcome to this wonderful and great meeting, very important meeting. The thing I want to tell you about this ginger herbal extract. This ginger herbal extract, it don't say make I remove my glass when I make any business. It don't say where you get for ground, I don't know. This ginger herbal extract, it is here for manya, it is for skata jaga. And this program they tell you now tomorrow go on for Greenland Square behind Diamond Access by 10 a.m. And they tell una people, may they come here, may they come see. And this ginger not only to cure, because when you get better health, you go get money for your pocket. Make I stand up. When I don't see me, as I dey fresh, now this ginger about. Now be the original, now be the follow come. Any other medicine they learn, make I tell una. And they tell una so now stand here, wanna carry this good news, wanna go tell our people for inside town, because we don't know what they happen. Some people just say, but don't know the benefits of this ginger herbal extract. Do you have any other thing to say, my people? Or is there anything you want to ask me, or anything you want to tell my people?
Yes, so my sister, I want to ask you. Yes. You mean say if I this ginger will help me in my life?
Yes.
It will put money for me.
It will put to your pocket, my sister.
And all the disease.
All these nyama go clear. Exactly.
Hey, let me say I go tell my people.
Tell them.
Ndị my people dey want know. On a na Greenland Square. Nke dị n'akụkụ Access Bank. Ebe ahụ ka ọ na-akpọtụ echi by 10 o'clock. Bịa ka isoro anyị were mmiri ihe a na-akpọ maka ginger herbal extract. Gị weta ego, ọ ga-eme gị inwe ego, ọ ga-agwọ gị ọya, ọ ga-agwọ gị ihe niile. Biko bịanụ, ginger ka anyị ga-eso, ginger.
Ẹni ènìyàn mi, mo fẹ́ pè ní fún ibi tá a ti fẹ́ ṣe program yìí lọ́la. Ẹ jọ̀ọ́ ẹ wá síbẹ̀. Ẹ jọ̀ọ́ ẹ̀yin ènìyàn mi. Ginger herbal medicine. Ó máa ń wo gbogbo àìsàn. Ẹ jọ̀ọ́ ẹ wá síbi tá.
Good morning, sunshine. It's Wednesday, the day that politely reminds Friday I'm on my way. Not just today. I am Abraham Maini Joda, and you're tuned into the heartbeat of the morning. This is your favorite Sun TV morning show, coming to you with energy, wit, and wisdom. They say Wednesday is hump day, but here, Sun TV, we call it win day, the perfect day to press forward, plant greatness, and watch it grow like the lush green trees of Taraba State. Let me tell you a quick story about a young farmer in Gembu who started with just 3 beehives. Today, he's supplying organic honey to supermarkets across northern Nigeria. He didn't wait for perfect conditions. He only made the most of what nature gave him. That's what Taraba is about, opportunity wrapped in beauty. Dr. Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala once said, we must be architects of our own destiny. At Sun TV, we believe that begins with believing in our own soil, our own people, and our own potential. So today, as we sit back and watch the morning show, remember, Taraba ain't just a postcard of waterfalls and mountains and rivers and lush green lands. It's an investment destination waiting to bloom. From tourism to agriculture, nature's gift to the nation is calling smart investors to take a closer look. With me this morning, to help you take a closer look at the newspapers is Mr. Iradane Kukwen. Good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Abraham.
You're welcome to the morning show.
Thank you very much.
Yes, it's a wet, it's drizzling, not actually very wet, but it's drizzling this morning in Jalingo.
Yes, the rainy season is here, and the farms are calling.
Yeah, definitely. And the weather was extremely
Hot last
over
night.
the night.
We're expecting the rain because of the weather.
Definitely.
If it were some months ago, we would not be expecting the rain.
Definitely. The way the rains we should come, and so that the farmers can go to the farm and begin to till the land. But I heard it's raining on the outskirts, the villages. But
That is where the farms are, so it's a good thing.
It's a good one.
And I was listening to you when you were talking about the farming of bee farming. You know, there are some of these investments that are obscure like that, and they are gold mines.
Definitely.
I know of somebody that always advertises on Facebook how he rears, what do you call it? Rabbits.
Rabbits, yes.
Rabbits. And these are grass cutters. And based on the posts we usually see on Facebook, he mentioned how they're actually very lucrative. Every week, he takes like 40 to 50,000 naira to the bank because, you know, there's a way he will slaughter it, prepare it, and is it roasting or dry it?
Okay.
It becomes like bushmeat. And he sells it. So, you know, in this part of the world, people like eating bushmeat. Like And he mentioned something. He said because it is bushmeat, people buy it. At times he goes to just to the normal market, buy beef, then convert it to bushmeat.
Roast it the way they roast bushmeat.
Then he will sell it at, though you will know that it's beef, but there's a way people enjoy it more than the way they enjoy the fresh beef. So this lucrative business, and in place like Taraba, we're looking for how to grow our economy, and this is one of the ways people can empower themselves and become financially balanced.
Definitely, the best is that people individuals are empowered, and we always attract investors because the people has the purchasing power. If they're empowered, they will have the purchasing power, and whatever investor, there will be ready buyers in here. So, let us go to the papers this morning. Let's start with what? Okay, let me start with the Punch. The Punch. The front cover of the Punch has a defection. Okowa denies 300 billion refund claim as Oborevori visits Tinubu. That is on page 28 of the Punch. We also have another story. Says Senate may pass tax bill today. Panel to oversee e-bars. That is page 7 and 20 of the Punch. Then JAPA, UK considers tighter visa rules for Nigerians and Pakistanis. You can find that story on page 16. Federal government kicks as Patutomi forms shadow government. That is on page 7 of the Punch. That will be quite interesting to see Patutomi, the renowned economist, Professor Patutomi, forms a shadow government. And let us see, maybe in his cabinet we will be able to propose reforms that will be, but the thing is this, when you have such a shadow government, at least it will put some ministers on their toes. When you have maybe a situation arises, the Minister of Finance of the shadow government proposes some theories or some policies that is superior to that proposed by the real government. I think it will call for action, but sometimes theories are very, very beautiful on paper. It is the implementation that... Yes.
Patutomi has always, though I'm not talking about it now in the light of the definition of the shadow government, but he has always been an agitator of towards good government, seeing to it that Nigeria is on the right track. We're looking forward to the day he will become a leader, or maybe
he's already a leader. He's a leader
in the shadow government.
No, Patutomi is a leader. He has in his own right. He's someone that leads, that people listen to. You don't have to have a political office to be a leader. Yes, definitely.
But at times, these leaders of thoughts don't have the opportunity to translate their thoughts into tangible results where Nigerians can benefit from. He has always been a very good economist, and his analyses are always so excellent like that. I remember several years ago when he was mentioning how artisanship should be allowed to teach undergraduates in the university.
I think that's a good one.
Yeah, I think there's a recent report, I think I saw it in one of the news on some TV, how the Tunji Alausa is talking about artisans will be allowed to
train.
Yes, they will be inculcated into the academic system so that students studying, for instance, engineering and other things like that will be allowed to learn from the artisans direct how to go about the practicality of these things. We're talking about shadow government. How true is this assertion by the federal government? Is it really...
No, it is not the federal government that says it is Atim Patutomi himself who said they will be forming a shadow government. It's not illegal. It's not something wrong. It's something that, yeah, you can do that. You say, okay, on the issue of security, this is what we have. This is my Minister of Defense. This is what is proposing. This is what it's... It makes the conversation, the discussion, where at least you can see that, yes, these are... You have options to think. And
to be in the public domain like that, on the news, so that the
no,
government...
It is, wherever it is not a government that is recognized.
Okay.
It is just a way of showing that, yes, things can be better than what the government is offering. And I think it is done in other places. It is not a government. They may not have office. They may not have this. It may look at an economy. It may look at someone that understands security and say, this is the Minister of the Economy, and the person, okay, on the issue of devaluation, what proposal will you bring? What will you do in terms of the loans and the rest of it? So it is just, it creates an environment for ideas to flourish and for government to have critical, for criticism to be very, very factual. I think it is good.
That's a good one.
Yeah. Then we have the major line, rising security. National Assembly as generals demand urgent military rearmament. Senate moves to tackle killings as retired military chiefs, reps laments insurgents' use of sophisticated arms.
Rearmament has always been what the military have been talking about. They need that, and we have that issue over the years.
Yeah.
I don't know how fast the government can expedite action on this and stop this senseless and wanton killing of Nigerians.
I read something about, I pray we get to that point, something said by Battery financing of the military by an ex-military officer. But let us take this thing. As the House of Representatives reconvened for its Easter and salary says, Speaker Tajuddin Abbas on Tuesday said the National Assembly will raise a committee to facilitate the restoration of democratic order in Rivers State. Abbas also laid out an ambitious legislative roadmap urging members to rededicate themselves to national service and transformative reforms aimed at restoring unity, economic stability, and democratic resilience. In his welcome address to lawmakers, Abbas emphasized the critical period ahead for the 10th Assembly, setting the tone with a call for focused action on key national challenges. If you look at this, okay, sorry, I was taking the wrong listing. Okay, yes, retired military generals have again called on the federal government to urgently equip the Nigerian forces amid growing concerns over resurgence of terrorist attacks and killing in the northeast. Let me just bring up some of the ideas by some retired military officials. Let's see. In 2023, the federal government marked 2.98 trillion for defense and security. This rose to 3.23 trillion in 2024 budget. And for 2025, President Bola Tinubu proposed a record 4.91 trillion out of the 49.7 national budget. The Director of Defense Information, Brigadier General Tukur Gusau, referred inquiries to the Director of, I wanted to pick some statement made. Look at this. Some retired military officers urged the federal government to prioritize the procurement of modern combat equipment and improve intelligence support to the front line. They warned that without immediate intervention, the hard-won gains in the war against insurgency could be reversed. Now, listen to Brigadier General Peter Arrow, retired. Okay. He said the question of whether terrorists are better armed than the Nigerian military is no longer rhetorical.
Yeah.
So he's described it as a red flag and demand urgent intervention. Arrow wants that the insurgent groups have evolved from ragtime militias to highly equipped forces with access to encrypted communication, drone surveillance, night vision devices, GPS-guided explosives, and coordinated strike system. He stated that while our troops remain committed and valiant, the battlefield has shifted from muscle to machine.
Yes.
Without matching this evolution, we risk sending brave soldiers into asymmetric warfare ill-equipped for modern threats.
Yes.
Let me just take another comment by another military officer, then I want to hear this thing. Then, okay, Brigadier General Bashir Adewumbi called for the military to be empowered with advanced intelligence gathering tools such as surveillance drones and surveillance technologies that could aid in planning and executive strategic counter-terrorism operation. He said, you see what the terrorists carry is above what our militaries carry, and they will be affirmed. And we need equipment that can gather intelligence, monitor activities so that the military know what action to take. That is another one. Then there's another comment by another military officer. Okay, Group Captain Sadiq Shehu, former spokesman for the Nigeria Air Force, demands strict accountability, pointing out that without proper monitoring, funds allocated to the armed forces must be misused. Now, this is where I want you to listen to. He says, speaking at interview, she will say, if you allow the military on their own to decide how to do their work and how to spend their money, the funds won't get anywhere. This is from a retired spokesperson of the Air Force. In a democracy, either the executive branch or the legislature is supposed to be in a position to check these people. The system is awash with money, but there must be accountability. He said Nigerian public did not elect the security chief, and as such, the responsibility for ensuring that defense funds are well spent lies squarely with the officials. People did not elect the chief of army staff or the chief of air staff. They elected the president and lawmakers. They are the ones responsible. Yes, we are giving the military money, but did you follow the money and see where it was put in query? Please.
Yes, what the former spokesperson of the Air Force is saying is correct, but I have some reservations up to the extent that in as much as you don't elect, you don't vote for the Chief of Defense Staff, he swore an oath when he was recruited that he's going to protect and it is based on those oaths that he swore that the president or whosoever is there, the president normally appoints. So it's based on that oath that the president appoints him to become Chief of Defense Staff. So to a very large extent, even if he discovers that the president who appoints him is sabotaging the security and the integrity of the nation, he has the right to put him to check, because that's the oath he took. He should not be answerable to the president up to the extent.
No, I think you're getting what he said wrong. He's saying that we did not elect them, and money is being allocated to them. We should not allow them to spend the money the way they want, because based from what he knows, there are a lot of money allocated into the military, but the money is not being accounted for. That we should not allow the military brass to be the one that decide what they do with money without we asking questions. That there's a need for the executive or the legislator to ensure that there's accountability. And I'm sure for him to say this, he knows what he's talking about. He was a spokesman of the Air Force. That money is being spent on arms, but there is no accountability. And we can't allow the military to be the ones that decide, this is what we've done with money, and we give them money and we don't ask questions. And for years, there have been stories of equipment not being maintained, not being bought, money into the military not being properly spent. And this is a message from someone that is a member of the military.
Yes, I think I'm still on the same path with you. He mentioned how the executive or the legislature should check the military brass. It's the same thing. Is it possible for the Chief of Defense Staff to do any spending anyhow without the consent of the president? most likely, because if a budget
you can spend, you can, if you have a budget and the money has been given to you, the president won't be coming. What they can do is oversight. What they're asking for is that there should be more oversight. There should be more question. Or do you carry out what you are meant to carry? Even the budget should be questioned. Priorities may be placed on
vehicles.
Rather than, so these are the things he say we should pay more attention to. There's so much money going to the military, and we are not getting results for that.
That is the truth. We hardly will you see any budget that has not increased the budgetary allocations to the defense. But as those increments are being noticed, you discover that the killings continue. We seem not to have any sustained result. The result may be there, but they are not sustained.
The boys keep complaining about their weapons being inferior. You see, the first two brigadier generals who spoke about, the first person spoke about is no longer war of muscle, but of machines. Our machines are inferior to the machines of the insurgents. The second person spoke about the need for us to invest in intelligence gathering equipment, because these people have gone a step further. So you see that even though we may be spending money, we have not been spending money into the right thing, or more money needs to be spent.
And talking about intelligence, I think there is a way one can assert that the bandits, the criminals, have more intelligence structure than the regular security architecture of Nigeria, because they have a way of infiltrating and getting real-time information, intelligence information on the movements of the Nigerian army and the security architecture. But in one way or the other, the Nigerian army have no infiltration into their camp. So they always have this advantage. Look at what they did recently in UB, where what is it called? These armored tankers were completely destroyed. I thought those things could those things be burnt like that in the place of the picture? They are completely destroyed. I've never seen even an American movie where such things can be destroyed up to the extent that I saw.
Those guys that did the destruction are experts. They know their job. They know where to hit. They know what to do.
And that attack was just, based on the report we had, was just like some hours after the Northeast governors held a security meeting in UB, in Damaturu. That meeting was primarily on how to tackle insurgency and banditry.
Like I say, meetings upon meetings don't change anything.
And I think it was strategic. While those governors were planning for that meeting, or while they were on that meeting, this insurgents, because immediately they were having their own meeting, they attacked.
And they showed.
To show whosoever attended that meeting that that meeting was just an effort in futility. It does not brought out any results.
Let us move to another paper, the Daily Independent. The Daily Independent say Kwankwaso join APC will bring crisis to party. That is a minister. That is from the Minister of State for Housing, Honorable Yusuf Ado Abdullahi. That is his opinion. Then our broad-based alliance rattling presidency, Atiku Abubakar, says he remains most formidable opposition figure in Nigeria. That is from former Vice President Atiku Abubakar. You want to say something about that?
I remembered what Atiku did in the days that led to 1999. What's the name of that? His group, PDM? Is it People's
the group that belonged to Yar'Adua, and he was the leader of.
Now, if that structure is anything to go with, if it has any credence as it stands now, they're capable of removing the sitting president. But the truth is that, as it stands now, the PDM has some stakeholders already in APC.
Even as at then, the PDM does not, on its own, does not have a structure to remove a city. It needs alliances. It needs this. And so much water has gone under the bridge.
So much water has gone under the bridge. Look at what he says, our broad-based alliances. He seems to be talking about his lost glory, I think so, because...
if you ask me, there's so much truth in what he said that you can use data to back it up. If you look at the alliance they're trying to create now, they're trying to create alliance across party lines. It is broad-based and across...
But my point is that should he be talking about it even when... Because I think, this is my own personal opinion, I envisage that this alliance will not come out the way he's talking about it. I think he's talking too much. It's too early for him to start talking about this. Let's wait until the format.
In politics, if you don't talk, people forget about you. If they were not talking about what they are doing, they will not be revealing what they are doing. They are not. Do you think this is what they?
I think he's already talking about formula alliance with SDP, with this and that. These people, they know your move. So in one way or the other, they have a way of sabotage.
What they are doing is not what they will tell you on the pages of the newspaper. The kind of meetings they are having, the kind of people that are part of this alliance that you don't know. Politicians, they will tell you. If you keep quiet that you are forming an alliance and you keep it under wrap, by the time you open, Nigerians will be, we don't know you. Well, but the way it is now, the more they talk about this alliance, the more some people will look at it. Since something is happening, let's go and check what is here. Go and check, beginning to go and check SDP secretariats across the country. You begin to see activities already springing up there. Yeah. You're beginning to see people thinking of SDP is an option. Then if you ask me, it remains, yes, he's the most formidable opposition figure in Nigeria. It may not be the most formidable, maybe presidential candidate. But to me, if you ask me, is it the capability? Yes, he has it. Years of knowledge, experience, the structure. And he has it all. He has the funds. So he's the most. I don't think there's any other opposition leader or opposition figure that will say, is also as formidable as Alhaji Atiku Abubakar. The two things that I feel is working against him. One, the fact that there's this belief that is now the time of the South. That is one. Two, another thing is that people look at his age and they think
his time has
passed. But apart from that, there's no other thing that you can use to knock Alhaji Atiku Abubakar off in being the most formidable opposition. You will see in every gathering, they give him that, he leads. Naturally, they allow him to lead. They may not eventually agree
with whatever it is he's proposing,
but he is always at the forefront of it.
Look at the strategy Tinubu employed before becoming the president. It is widely accepted that it was because he supported somebody from the north, former President Muhammadu Buhari, and gave him all the full support, and didn't even interfere while Buhari was in government until when Buhari left. Then he unleashed himself on Nigeria and became the president. So I think maybe Atiku should follow the same path. If it is true that most Nigerians now believe that it is the turn of the South to rule, maybe you should look for a Southern candidate, endorse him, give him all the support, and maybe Peter Obi or other formidable candidates from the South, and see how this thing goes. Then after the 4 years of Peter Obi, or maybe whenever Peter Obi stops as a president, then maybe he can come and become the president.
The thing is that there's still talks going on, the alliances. People, you don't know what will happen. 2027 is near, but it's still far. If
the political history of Nigeria has... I stand to be corrected. It has shown that if at this point in time you still don't have a head, most likely you may not end up well at the polls.
But Nigerian political this thing has evolved over years. If you ask someone in 2007, 2011, 2012, 2014, that will a Muslim ticket win election, you will say no. So the
dynamics have changed.
The dynamics are changing. The things are still there, but they are beginning to change.
Though it's true, the Muslim ticket was seemed to be impossible before 2023 election.
Even the fact that a sitting president will be unseated was seen as impossible until it happened in 2015. So anything can happen. Let's go to another story. Nnamdi Kanu with trial documents, judge orders federal government lawyer. That is on page 29. And federal government unveils 10-year plan to address power sector manpower shortage. Page 29 also. We get over 1,800 loan applications from students daily. That is from NELFON. I think this NEL fund is a very, very good policy. We just need to ensure that it's properly implemented. That is,
we have the SHOAP that came during Jonathan. We had.
I think if you look at this shouldn't be compared with the SHOAPs and the rest. This is a loan paid into the institutions to take care of students' school fees. It's different from you being given grants to go and do this. And
I'm looking at it from the perspective where it has to do with the youth, and they were all good policies that were mismanaged. So let's try as a country to see to it that this time around we get it right.
We get
NEL fund is something that is worldwide. It's something that is going to benefit Nigeria across what's it called, social structure and political structure. It doesn't really matter whether you're MPP or PDP.
Just apply.
And you're going to get it.
Vatican faces defining moment as Cardinal prepares to choose new pope. As on page 7, then Governor Sule dispersed fears of Nigeria drifting to one-party state. That page is on page 6. Then Delta Speaker 21 orders PDP members defect to APC. Okay, I think the members of the House of Assembly has finally defected to the APC. Then lawyers storm National Assembly, demand takeover of Benue and Zamfara assemblies. Benue Assembly rejects summons by National Assembly. That is the issue between Benue State and the National Assembly still continues. This is not the time to be having conflict. There's serious security issues. Yes.
Zamfara, Benue,
Plateau. Well, even Borno, attack Yobe and the rest of it. There's a need for what I call synergy and understanding, cooperation between them. This is not the time to be showing you can't summon me, I can summon you, and the rest of it. National Assembly to raise committee to restore democratic order in Rivers.
This is a good news.
Let's us look at what that has to say. Okay. The alleged and ambitious legislative roadmap in the coming weeks. He said that is the House of Assembly Speaker Tajuddin Abbas said House of Representatives Speaker Tajuddin Abbas said in the coming weeks we shall work with the Senate to constitute a high-level committee on reconciliation comprising respected national figures to facilitate dialogue, promote peace, and support the restoration of democratic order in Rivers State and other conflict-affected regions. This is a time for purpose-driven legislation, for strengthening democracy, and for reaffirming our bond with the people we declared. And so they are looking at the way, and I think this is a good one for the Senate and the House of Rep to try to broker peace and reconciliation between the people of Rivers. Because from what I'm saying, everybody still stuck to his gun, although we hear rumors of this and that, but there's a need for a proper reconciliation of especially the institutions. I'm not worried about, I'm not so much the institution, the situation of we keep forgetting that the House of Assembly was suspended.
It was suspended completely.
There's a need to resolve the issue of the House of, because without that, whatever agreement you have with Fubara, if the State House of Assembly is still in turmoil, it is going to still escalate issues.
And that is a good move, just like I mentioned earlier. If these people are talking about how democracy can be restored, it is a good thing because some part of Nigeria, if a part of a country that is predominantly practicing democracy is experiencing this sole administrator thing, then there's a cause for alarm to a very large extent. And look at when people were talking about how the National Assembly can oversee the activities of the sole administrator. I think it had some shortcomings too. It had some levels where it can go further, considering that the person in charge is called sole administrator.
But he is answerable to the National Assembly. He is.
In one way or the other.
He is. Even whether sole, whether executive governor, they have oversight.
So much so that they will be able to tell him, don't do this, and he will not do it?
Yes, they have. That is, it is the National Assembly. The National Assembly have to ratify.
Will the National Assembly now take responsibilities of some things that is being classified as not right as performed by him now. Maybe some
They
of the
have the
appointments-
right
some of
to
the
summon him.
They were declared the sole administrators that were appointed for the local governments.
He
and
is
things like that.
accountable to the executive, to the legislature, and the judiciary.
To what extent? Because that's my question. Now, if the sole administrator appoints some people to go to local governments and be there as his eyes, as his representative to administer governance, were those people cleared by the National Assembly? Should those people go ahead and do something that is not... will the National Assembly be responsible to say, okay, he's answerable to us? So
Not in all cases, but if the National Assembly sees that what he's doing
it's not right.
is not right,
They'll call him to
they will
order.
call him to order, and he has the responsibility to answer. That is why I find it strange that he's not listening to the National Assembly. He's accountable to the three arms of government. He is not only accountable to the. If that is the case, then he wouldn't. His appointment, even if his appointment was not ratified by the National Assembly, he is still accountable to it. He's still accountable to the judiciary, because these are arms of government and they are equal to the executive that appointed him as sole administrator.
Well, we're looking forward to the restoration of democracy in Rivers State. Not that we have any particular disagreement with the state of things as it stands now, but democracy should be restored. The State House of Assembly should be back and be functional, and a democratically elected governor should be back. We don't really want to know whether he's joining the APC or
No,
is
he does not.
but let it be that a democratically elected governor is sitting at the helms of affairs.
Yes, let's move to another paper, that is The Guardian. The cover page of The Guardian, we have UN worries over dwindling donor funding as 4.6 million face severe hunger in Northeast. Then we also have Boko Haram now Delia uses weaponized drones, says Borno reps. That is on page 5. FMCG firms ride on Naira stability, grow profits by 100%. That is on business page 15. Lawyers storm National Assembly, demand takeover of Benue's and Zamfara assemblies. That is on page 5. Defections, Delta federal state lawmakers switch alliance to APC as Tinubu meets Obore Wori. Oh, both the state and federal lawmakers have switched allegiance. Why poverty is worsening in Nigeria by Obi. That is on page 3. Then over 75% of Lagos food supply from other states, say Lagos state governments. The Senate constitutes committee to oversee Rivers sole administrator. Then you have Senate grieves over Uromi Gombe killing, set for security summit and concern. Why the major headline has it that how insecurity, middlemen drive up rice prices, forces mill shuts down. That is from The Guardian. Let us look at that story. It's similar to another story I saw on maybe the Daily Trust, but let us look at it from the angle of
The Guardian?
Of The Guardian. We have it here that he said, okay, look at this. Ofada, Abakaliki, Big Bull, Kara Rice hits 100% spike in a year, range between 84,000 and 120,000. While Ogun, Lagos, Kebbi, Ebonyi, Delta, Bayelsa mills grounded. So he said, despite the federal government's acclaimed increase in local production and recent investment to optimize rice mills in some states, the local production dependency target has continued to be a mirage. With our position as Africa's top rice producer and one of the world's leading producers, only slightly made more than half of the rice consumed in Nigeria is produced locally, resulting in a supply deficit of approximately 3 million metric tons. Currently, the price of local rice has increased tremendously, even beyond the reach of average Nigerians, with the majority preferring foreign alternatives which are not only more affordable but mostly of good quality, better processed and packaged. Now look at the prices. A local bowl, Olodo of Ofada rice, previously sold for 13,000 as of last year June at the Ofada rice market was Wasimi, Ogun State, currently sell for 21,000 naira and above in open market. The Guardian survey shows that 50 kg bag of rice sells between 80,000 and 120,000 depending on the brand. While 50 kg of Abakaliki long grain rice is currently selling for 84,000 compared to 19,000 it was sold in 2020.
That's quite huge.
The 50 kg of bull rice, a product of Walcott Rice Limited based in Kebbi State, sells for between 98,000 and 108,000 depending on the seller and grain type. So you can see that the prices of rice have increased, and with all this, we still have a shortage of 3 million metric tons. And from my own, just from my local survey, there's going to be a reduction in the number of people that will go into rice production this year. Simply because last year, a lot of people went into rice farming. The prices were high. And those that did storage, the prices, because of the policy of opening up the border, because the price of rice was so high, the grains, now the prices have dropped so much that some have run into losses. So as it stands, many of those that are emergency rice farmers may decide not to go into rice this year and go into other grains. I've seen a lot of people that say, no, I'm through with the stress of rice, I didn't make profit, I'm going into other grains. So that will also affect production this year.
That is true. Normally, where will you even get the capital if your investment for last year couldn't pull through? Yeah. You understand? You even have the capital to go back to the farm this year. So you have to look for an alternative that your capital is capable of taking care of. Until we sit up and see to it that we follow these policies in a way that will monitor it step by step. We always have this kind of challenges. You open up the border and somehow you couldn't follow up on the things that will ensure the sustainability of these things. And look at the results now. Government will need to do something about it. Minister of Agric, the presidency, and whosoever is responsible for this should see to it that the right thing should be done.
Okay, now let's move to another paper before we round up this segment. The Daily Champion. Say mass failure on UTME, anti-cheating measures work in education minister. I think I will agree with him, apart from the fact that we need to do more to ensure that these students are prepared. I think the anti-cheating measures are working. Obi demands urgent education reforms. Parents express disappointment, concern. Now, there's this, in the past, you will see there was, even till now, you will see some states we have increase in number of students passing WAEC. We found out that it was all due to cheating. They create centers, they ensure that students pass by all means. They write the results, the answers for students, and the board JAMB has closed all
those leakages, those
loopholes. And now we are beginning to see the real capacity of these students. So there's a need for both the schools, the students, the teachers, and the exam bodies to look critically at what they are doing, and we should come up with something that will improve our this thing. And forget about those results we used to see in the past. I don't trust those results.
I can't help but agree with you. You will see somebody with very excellent results, but they will not be able to defend it.
Yeah. Now check the JAMB result of that person. You will know the capability of the person.
In those days too, when JAMB was compromised, you will see. I've seen. Well, there's no need for us to talk about it on this platform. You will see somebody that has very excellent, as in hyper excellent results. Ordinarily, this person is, even in Europe, he's supposed to, but he will not be able to do the basics. You understand? In mathematics, in English, nothing. You understand?
Then we have Broad War, First Lady, UNODC, Marwa Chad states on community-based intervention as NDLA arrests 62,595 suspects, seized 10.3 kilograms of illicit drugs in 51 months. The NDLA is doing a lot recently, and we continue to support them to ensure that, yes, they do even more than this. And tsunami hits Edo PDP. Whoa. As Assembly Speaker, local government chairman others join APC. Whoa. That is in Edo State again. Yeah, then tackle crop theft, insurgency. Farmers tell northeastern states as Senate moves to convoke two-day National Security Summit.
This is coming in timely because one of the challenges that farmers face in their farms is seeing your crops being stolen. You understand? Being stolen by, at times, it's organized kind of criminality where people will even come with trucks and load away. Somebody gave one story that is so disheartening. He harvested his rice, as in cut it and kept, so that tomorrow morning they will
come and beat it.
And before he came the following morning, he saw the marks, the tire marks of a truck. They came in mass, like between 10 to 15 to 20 people finish all those things in the night, bag it and move it away.
That has to do with people in that community who must be involved in this.
Whatever it is that, though the farm is a little bit far away, like 5 kilometers from the community, but somehow, for somebody to come in the night and is, how do you call it, is it winnowing rice at that point and using lights, touchlight and other things like that, is called for questioning.
Yeah.
Somebody should have called the police or somebody should have...
The thing is, since you say it's 5 kilometers away from civilization, they know how to do this thing. They have a syndicate, they go about. They just the way there's a gang or team of workers that work in the day, they also have a team and gang of workers that work on people's farm at night. And those guys know what they are doing. They share the proceeds of this together.
That is the level it has been to.
Then you see EFCC bows to pressures, grants very dark man administrative bill. Then Abia government to empower support growth of SMEs with 100 billion funds. Now we have the major stories. CUPP raises alarm over worsening poverty and insecurity in Nigeria, urges Tinubu to declare state of emergency on 2 sectors as Obi laments worsening poverty, blames politicians. Let us look at that story. The coalition of the United Political Parties, CUPP, has issued a stern warning over the imminent crisis that may befall the nation, fueled by the rising twin evils of insecurity, hunger and abject poverty. The leadership of the CUPP, after reviewing the emergency situation and suffering brought on the people by the lingering problem, urged the federal government to take immediate and decisive actions to confront Nigeria's escalating poverty and security problem before more damage before the country. A statement issued on Tuesday by CUPP National Secretary Chief Peter Ame, the coalition painted a very bleak picture of Nigeria's economic, security and humanitarian landscape. And they referred to the World Bank reports. In total, over 120 million Nigerians, representing about 54% of the population, living in extreme poverty. So that is the CU Coalition of United Political Parties. And I think what they are saying, there's a need for us to look at the number of people falling into abject poverty, insecurity, hunger, and what they're saying is not far from the truth.
At times I get tired of these stories. You understand? Because these things keep coming up. Hardly will a day pass that you won't see this analysis. Hardly will a day pass that you won't see this kind of reports. I remember some years back when, I think a day before former President Muhammadu Buhari was inaugurated, he narrated something like this with statistics, how he described Nigeria as a nation that is sitting on a cake of gunpowder. Things like that. You would think by the time he's leaving, things must have changed drastically. But so some of these things are just English, you understand? They will just write this thing in very good English, put all the necessary punctuations and other things like that, and bring out the statistics. And it's so intelligent and so glorious that you think something is going to come out of it. Until governments and stakeholders see to it that these things is transformed into tangible realities where people were able to see and say, okay, we have moved from this position to this position. I told you, at times I get tired of these things.
You know where, sometimes I look at Nigeria. This CUPP, let me just use them as an example. between 19, I think they started the CUPP around maybe 2003 or something. Between that period and 2015, you will never see PDP associate with them. Whatever statement they release, the PDP will counter that statement immediately. And those in the ANPP, the ACN, and the rest, we agree with CUPP. But now, whatever statement, I've seen people who used to be
strong members and strong advocates
of CUPP now antagonists of PDP. And I saw those that in those days used to call CUPP a bunch of jobless briefcase party members. Now, we support anything CUPP. That is the story of Nigeria. Now, the members of the APC, the core members of the APC were people who in the past, even if their parties don't belong to CUPP or don't really align with them, they will support everything CUPP say. Now they are in power. Nothing has changed. Now those that were in power then that used to say what CUPP says is just a bunch of jobless politicians without portfolios, without offices coming together, now they will support. You will see the PDP leaders, apart from the ones that are already on their way to APC.
And sir, do you know that CUPP itself has a problem? Hardly will you see them talking about a good thing that the sitting government has done.
That's another.
Do you understand? They will never, whatever it is that the sitting government has done that is worthy of commendation, they will be silent about it. They will wait until they find what is not going on right, then they hype it. They talk about
there need to find what's not going on right in Nigeria? It's always there. It's always there. You don't need to find. It is the good thing that you have to really search for it. But yes, always something. Just pick up any newspaper and you will see a lot of things that can be spoken about. Let's take Daily Trust, just the cover page before we go on the break. We have Daily Trust as its insecurity. Nigeria is bleeding, says Akpabio. And 1 million children at risk of malnutrition in Borno, and Adamawa and Yobe. This is serious. 1 million children. Uromi killings 40 days after families demand justice for slain hunters. Then the major line, similar to what we discussed the other time, how import weavers are crippling local rice mills. Wow. And we also have this 6 killed in Fresh Plateau attack. Another fresh attack in Plateau. Leadership tussle 11 weeks after. Also, local government remains short. This is strange.
This is strange.
Seems like yesterday we were just 11 weeks.
Now, you will see how everything in that local government secretariat now will go into sleep.
I wonder if the local government officials are receiving their salaries.
I don't think if there are no salaries, it will not be as peaceful as this. Salaries, people will just receive their salary and stay at home and go about their other businesses. And
I think you don't understand. Once there's no salary, it wouldn't be as peaceful.
It will not be as peaceful as this.
Benue lawmakers reject National Assembly summons threatening legal action. Then Kano government direct local government to release 670 million for Emir Sanusi's cars.
Wow.
These are things that I find strange with the whole. Well, and if you ask me, if the Emir deserves it, I don't know. If you speak to the Emir when he's talking about poverty, he gives a lot of statistics. So I'll be shocked that he's also receiving 770 million for his cars.
For his vehicles. And what is the economic
situation of his
those people contributing those money?
Well, on this note, I think we'll go for a short break. When we come back, the morning. We'll go for a short break. When we come back, the morning show continues.
Lọ́la a fẹ́ ṣe program ní Greenland Hotel ní ẹ̀yìn Access Bank ibẹ̀ láti fẹ́ ṣe program yẹn lọ́la ẹ jọ̀ọ́ ẹ wá o oògùn ó máa mú gbogbo àrùn kúrò nínú ayé yín o láti inú orí ní títí dé ìsàlẹ̀ ẹ ní àìsàn kankan ẹ jọ̀ọ́ ẹ wá sí program yẹn ó ṣe pàtàkì ẹ ṣé.
Madam, duk wannan abin da kika faɗa zahiri ne?
Zahiri ne.
A to lalle ina amfani da wannan dama mu gayyaci dukkan al'umman Hausawa jihar Taraba domin kare kamfanin nan mai suna Multistrict Limited ya shirya tsaf domin gudanar da taron faɗakar da mutane akan kiwon lafiya da tattalin arziki. Wannan taro zai gudana ne a ɗakin taro da ake kira Greenland Square Hotel. Za a gudanar karfe 10 na safe daga ranar Laraba zuwa ranar Juma'a. Kada ku bari al'umman jihar Taraba a yi banda ku. Kada ku kasance na baya ku zama ɗiban fari. Allah ba mu sa'a.
Koyeta sinin jugu ban saba wo bali no na gullabe kwalan kwasaku den jo kwasaku de Greenland Square Hotel kusa da SS Bank ba wo hada ko bali kunan sun fala daga kansa sibu har wata kahiya kuma sun sai lafiya bari mun ba liyan fi be
la ke musuto un long na jamni fi abafal kun tola kana ya soto be jinja habal extra muzon yana susu jamnia buri ya soto ko Greenland extra hotel mi chumba ko access bank un vo jabna ani bifo ya nu seralong dika un chambo ya befo numbutar ya de samuzonga bo buk musuto un long bulak bun chambo long bulak long samsung lomba aha
amfuni lidenra ibani ne ije ani biu obi abi bara Greenland Square Hotel ni kushiru una kibi access bank bani ko aji ashoje ina bila na koji akushi abi ajinja haba extra ni aganti akri saza pere kayu dia wa du alafia bidu wa du asisa kuma bi aju nani ribale bando ni posibi ije ani mi baba fi akini kubi abi hotel ya mbaje ani ragela ni shiduko se ni bi
kano ninja kane no don no jinja extra den pele ka mo wan sha kane ba miti go Greenland Square so juma access bana to nde dole ndaba kantita buri no maniti egi kula ne la magi kula no go magi gamna kula kai no da se pa jiba chi mayo ka ba yo de o pam de o chinga to de tata so men dala bo hen ban de men na bo gal engari bo de tata o ben dala no bo
ne du na koro kida akwai sabon faru a Jalingo a Greenland Square a beti Diamond Access Bank a furo Taraba mai bada ka tafe go ne wata katti ware Taraba State da dimakat na nasa di faru dole jinja da dale da sosai a sito kat a da kunda wala otu di kata sisa da ba fi go mun kwa da wala shine akwai tare a gobe Yesu a
Ni homne fajore dole ku yona ta jinja haba extra ko nyawda ta ko sire nyawda ta jibaro wato sedingala ware jango a Greenland Hotel aba access bank Jalingo on heba famutrol ale kido mi je
enam amba jinja aba extra nona no boy non dada ingangoro no uru wo sewe a Greenland Square nona de Greenland Square apuku access Diamond wo sewe amon kwantila wi so na an odore
Una feel all these students, if I tell you say them is 60-70, you no go believe. Now this Alba Ginger extract, now they work for their body. When I tell you that's the original, then you follow us. Any other Alba they learn. Like I tell you now, move now, just go give the news to people. My people, don't want to relax now.
Now dogo, ginger, musha ginger, ginger, musha ginger, mujilafia muye arziki, mujilafia muye arziki,
country people, una good morning this morning, and as the Teresa Lututo, as usual, I dey welcome una to the pidgin section of our morning show. As this na section where we dey knack una tori on things where they happen for inside we country, even inside our community and our society. My name na Esther Oka Stephen, and with me this morning. Now my correct guest will be Auntie Mercy Joro. Auntie, good morning this morning.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
Okay, oh my country people, how no day? I believe you say una they do well with this our rainy season weather. As una can see, we for north here, just as I tell you now, we don't enjoy rainfall. You, I know say my people for west, south there and the east. I know say una no be to talk matter. Una don't enjoy and well for that place. I be not be so. Okay, oh, Auntie Mercy, how you see the weather this morning? Is that favorable, Abi?
The weather makes sense. Everywhere cool, everywhere correct.
Okay, oh, my country people. Okay, oh, the story when I carry come for una this morning, my country people. I know so now go say Esther don't come again this morning. No, another thing don't happen. No, she don't come again with this one stab this one choke this one. I no go tell her to the talk and because I will say people no want take a correction. No. Today we go come, we go tell us say this one small pikin killing papa. Tomorrow we go call say boyfriend kill the girlfriend chuku boyfriend knife. Yet despite all this action, all the discipline wey they give these people for custody, despite the prison where they carry them, they go. Yet these things still they increase for inside we country. Hi, Nigeria, my country now. Wow, I beg make we sit up, make we they take caution. And even say Auntie Mercy, this story when I carry come now, just as my callers them, they always they call, they talk, say. If they catch somebody when they keep us, when they kill them immediately, so the thing go reduce the rate of killing so inside the country. Me say but they enjoy that kind of comment because if you like say as they catch them when they carry them, they go prison straight. People see the way they beg them come outside, now make this thing no one end.
Yes.
Yesterday, country people, we come sit down here, we talk matter on how one boy carry cutlass take killing papa. Country people now they hear me. Now so this morning now I still come here. I won't carry on enter inside Ondo State where another one won't happen. As landlord pikin don't carry hand, don't carry something, take kill tenants for him papa ass. Now that Torina carry come for una again this morning. So man, I no even tired. Say Esther don't come again. This one don't kill. This one don't kill. The thing don't want end for inside the country. Today we go talk. Say this one it happen for Anambra. From Anambra we go come. We go say it happen for Jigawa. From Jigawa we go come. We go say it happen for Nasarawa. Today now Ondo State you now carry come for una this morning. My country people, make una draw una cushion, make una sit down, make una listen to this story when I carry come for una this morning. But meanwhile, our number go display for screening on how the matter take be. Make una call us, tell us una intake for inside this matter, my country people. Okay, now something when it happen for inside Ondo State now, I won't begin with this morning. As the Ondo State Police Command don't arrest 141-year-old boy when he be landlord of Pikine. And this boy in name now, Oladunayo Olomolatan, now be the boy in name of my country people. As he allegedly killed this in their tenant when he be say her name now Joy Teller. And Joy Teller now 22-year-old now she be. Now see I say the girl young well. Why this boy will be Olakuma him na 41-year-old now see I say he even pass this girl well. And then eyewitnesses for that place say this Olamolaton boy, this boy when he name Olamolaton, say na argument yo for compound na lead for him to come get anger issue wey so tell he can't hold this girl. Carry something, hit this girl when he be say this girl can't die. So this girl come on a 22-year-old. Now this girl be my country people who now they see her. On her in any way say this girl will be woman figure strength take fight with boy. Auntie Mercy, I bet you go touch let this matter. But meanwhile, my country people, the public relation officer when he be say in name na Mr. Olayinka. Therefore, on top this matter now, as I talk to una, so the police officer therefore on top this matter, and this suspect on Lomolaton, they don't carry him go for criminal investigation center for that place, that Department of Criminal Investigation center service for that place, so him go face query and then before they go carry am go to where him belong for killing this girl. And una sabi where him suppose to belong. Aunty Mercy, abeg make you touch like this matter for me because the attitude of this Olomolaton, the attitude make him display towards this 22-year-old girl. As you can see from the beginning sef, they no even be age mate. Him na 41, the girl na 22. Abeg touch like this matter for me.
I go always talk and say anger management dey very important for this country where we dey. Couple with the fact say we know say societal pressure, we don't get money, plenty things go make person one day vex. But as human being, I go always talk am.
Aunty Mercy, sorry, make I pick this call. Hello, good morning, and where they call us from this morning?
Morning, ma.
Good morning, Oga. Where they call us from this morning?
I'm hearing you. Good morning. My name is Joshua. Can you hear me?
Oga Joshua, now where you they call us from this morning?
Okay, I'm calling from Cross River State.
Oga Joshua from Cross River State. I beg touch like this matter for me.
Okay. If for me, I would like me the young boy go prison because what he do, because he's not a boy.
Correct.
And for me, I would like the boy go prison because the boy senior the girl. So you're not supposed to do like that. Yes, that's my own contribution. So now what you suggest?
Thank you, Oga Joshua from Cross River State. For make I touch like this one where you talk so. Country people, Oga Joshua don't call us from Cross River State. He don't talk. Make I touch like him matter. He talk say this boy, this landlord's son, is senior this girl. Say so if for like make the boy go prison. Yes, so Oga Joshua as he don't enter for police them their custody, so definitely he must go prison and he go face the consequences. Aunty Mercy, continue, Biko.
No be even boy, we need to correct that. No be boy, now man in be. Now man in be 40-something-year-old person. No be boy now. You know what thing they do. Yeah, and I will always talk about
Aunty Mercy, Biko, make I pick this call. No verse. Hello, good morning. Now where they call us from this morning?
Hello?
Hello, good morning. Now where they call us from this morning? My country people with our callers when it be said they want follow us to touch light matter on this morning show because anytime una call make una dey load the volume of una television set. Aunty Mercy continue the talk of anger issue.
Yes, more learn how to control our anger. Anger management dey very important. See now I don't go keep person picking. Picking whenever even go far for life. 22 years old shorten her life. So as human being, as Nigerians, because we learn how to control our anger whenever they provoke us. I don't say human being no day easy to stay with human being.
No verse, make I pick this call. Hello, good morning. And where they call us from this morning? Okay, we lost this caller. You say make we dey control our anger.
Yes, as human being, I know say no day easy to stay with fellow human being because he go day, we know tenants, landlord. Issues go day, but make we learn how to control the anger and to resolve the issue. If na they kill him pikin, him go like am.
Okay.
So I beg Nigerians, more try to control our anger. Yes, it no easy, but more try.
Country people now don't hear am for Aunty Mercy ma. She say I beg make we dey control our anger. And also when we dey live for compound, make we dey try to know each other attitude, each other character. If you know say your neighbor na person when e be say they get hot temper, small to the quick vex and make you dey avoid am small. At least when I don't dey for compound, they go don reach like at least for 6 months, 1 year, go don do you dey sabi your neighbor attitude. If na person wey no dey like talk, no dey carry too much talk dey near am. Even the self compound matter, this one don come turn to say landlord son. Make una know say if it be like say self the landlord, that they live together for compound. So una sabi say we sabi say things dey happen for inside the compound yo. So maybe na case where they go to set up on how they take touch like this matter, we go still carry am come knack una. Because if thorough investigation take place now, na go see say before that argument, a lot of things go down dey ground wey go make this one say oh no may I go just talk my mind if na to pack make I pack shey you get and then olami later go fit come outside come talk say the girl don talk to my papa anyhow or he talk to my mama anyhow me I no fit see this kind of thing na make her but when this kind of thing happen your papa no dey there before you pick fight you no go tell your papa country people make I pick this call. Hello, good morning and where you dey call us from this morning?
Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Oga. Where you dey call us from?
I'm calling from Benue State.
From Benue State, Oga. Wetin be your name?
My name is Boniface Atuwa.
Okay, Oga Boniface from Benue State. I beg you to torchlight this matter for me.
One of you know is that, as the boy killed his father, so...
As the...
That is my opinion this morning.
Okay, sir. Wetin the boy do? E no good at all. Thank you very much, Oga Boniface from Benue State. Country people una don hear am. Oga Boniface for him to kill this girl say the thing is not good at all. So just as I dey talk am earlier on, my country people, we sabi say plenty issues sabi go on for inside the renting apartment. Most of us when the be say we still dey for inside when we be tenants, we sabi how the paroles will take dey go. So some kind time arguments go follow, and if you ask Olamo later now, I go talk say maybe the girl don talk to the papa anyhow. But you when e be say you be landlord, so you aunty Mercy sabi say some landlord sef they no dey too show their self like the children. Yes, because so you go get some attitude when they be say some landlord children dey display when they be say tenants no like. And at the process of saying that brother you don too do now, your daddy no dey talk to us like that now, that one too fit result to fighting. Yes, and if it be say some tenants sef they no dey even get manners, no dey even fit recognize the person when they be say even get the house, no respect, that one too dey lead to that kind thing. And the people make a quick pick this call. Hello, good morning, and where they call us from this morning? Good morning, Oga. Where they call us from? Okay, Oga Joshua, torchlight matter.
Then I still don't want to claim about the program. If maybe say the small girl, maybe the boy, they like the girl no great. They can ask him now, just keep for mine. So if they like the girl, they don't great now. Maybe they can go to 20%. Just the opportunity. Because don't say waiting is you know so just the opportunity. And when you have to get on that board. For me, even my daughter, when you do that kind of thing, and you know this is there, this thing is done and go. So I know what you take for person get
to get the pikin no easy.
That's a woman. I want to be boy in a woman. So yeah, I presented
Thank you, Oga, for calling. I really appreciate you, Oga Joshua. Country people una don hear am for him Marty. Oga Joshua don come bring one come outside the my country people. He talk say for Olomo later on to kill Joy. Say if he be say he don dey eye Joy since. If he be say don tell Joy for corner say I like you, Joy say I no agree. So all that kind one self come follow dey for him mind. So as Joy come fuck up small, he go say okay make I use that anger of Joy not accepting me take bring am down. Now you can't take cuckoo kitty girl. So country people, this one wey Joshua talk, so he tie wrapper for waist. This story tie wrapper for waist. Oga Joshua, I don't tell country people wetin you talk, but meanwhile he still talk say if to say na him be the father of that girl, say immediately as Joshua do that incident, I say Olomo later do that incident, say Olomo later to go die instantly because e no easy to born pikin. Yes. Country people make a quick pick this call. Hello, good morning, and where they call us from this morning? We don't lost the call, my country people, una don't hear them. So inside the tenant house, landlord and tenant house renting apartment, a lot of things they happen. But even self say Joy fuck up. wetin be the next thing to do? Im papa no dey there. Im papa dey there. Even sef say im papa no dey, im mama no dey. Even sef say im papa no dey, im mama no dey, na im dey in charge of the house. Dem no get elders for area there. Country people, for you na to see the kind manners, the kind mind sef wey Olomole carry sef come outside. They get elders for that place. Even sef say no recognize any elders. Station not there for that place. People when they go carry quarrel to not there for that place. At least they go get senior for that compound. That compound sef they do meeting. If any tenant to fuck up, you na go call for meeting. See wetin dey happen o. See wetin. So some kind thing abeg. I thank God say now im matter don enter police people with them and I sabi say as im matter don enter that place so im no go unpunished. Yes. So biko abeg for landlord house, those ones wey be say they be tenancy, make una dey try dey organize meeting once in a while. Dey pour out una mind. The meeting must not be yearly. Because if you discover some renting apartment and team mercy, now once in a year they do meeting. Yes, they go say, okay, we want a new year. Make una call gather here, make we do meeting. Yes. No, not supposed to do meeting at least once in 4 months or in 3 months. Make una see each other, make una know each other. New tenants come, make una welcome and una call everybody together. But some kind of time when I go say, this one don't pack, this one don't pack come, and nobody still send. And when did you come in? Are you our everybody go just dey leave. So that kind of thing dey bring confusion, dey come out. Some kind of time sef you get some renting apartment sef, country people na dey hear me. You get some compound where you go. This person go pay 250. Another person go come for the same house, the same everything. Another person go come, you go hear say that one pay 550. Another person go come, you go hear say this one pay 250, this one own na 550, this one own na 350. Why no understand una no? And the time where they go call for meeting. Say house rent you go say this person that kind of man they bring problem. So I beg make una they know each other, make una they ask of each other. Problem arise, this one pour water for them or this one greet you not greet you. Make una they talk and for inside that meeting. If possible, make una make this thing on how una go take the meet. They talk about una compound matter and situation where they around this una compound, so that to avoid fights, to avoid quarrel and to avoid issue of death like this. So country people and team mercy abeg before I go, I want make you help me advise people when they be say they dey for inside renting apartment on how to live. Make they help me talk to them, say abeg make they get love biko. And also make you help me talk to our youth, especially those when they be say they be landlord children. Help me talk to them. We know say yes that their papa gets house, on how to they calm down whenever they talk to their tenant, because someday too their tenant fit be landlord and you go travel go where your tenant build house, you said where your papa get house go come go be tenant for under somebody. Because you sake of say you know they carry your papa house waka your papa na landlord for Taraba State. No mean say when you go Bayelsa State you no go pay rent you no go Bayelsa go say give me one house na my papa na Alhaji, my papa get house for Taraba, my papa get house for Kaduna, so me no go pay house for inside Lagos. You not be like that. So someday help me tell them, make them know say someday then to go become tenant for another person land. Tell them make they calm down for me.
Yes, as Madam Esther don't talk, it is very important. Firstly, I would like to talk about tenant, co-tenant and landlord relationship. Yes, now everybody come that compound, come rent house. So make everybody respect themselves, make everybody love themselves. Individual differences there, maybe from different tribe, from different states, different ideology or background. But as you don't come that house, love must just stay. Now by force to love everybody. Yes, you go know how the person character be. If na person character wey you know too like am, just try greet the person good morning, they go your way. Yes, yes. But no, they like to they carry chop. They try maybe this one you want come they instigate make problem there among another tenant and another tenant. You know make sense. For the landlord children, now your papa get the property, no be you. Okay. Yes, even if your papa don't die, give you the property, now still your papa or no be you be build them. But the way if your papa they peaceful with the tenant, make you continue that kind of relationship with the tenant. Correct. No can they carry problem up and down, say you want do this. Even if the person are very troublesome tenants, we get police. We get police. we get security agencies where you go report. And countless times say they even give quit notice for tenants now. If tenants no gree comot, they call police go one pack and comot the family. That's how you do it. Not like you carry justice for your hand, say you want defend, you want fight. If you see say the tenant na very stubborn tenant, go find police, make police come do wetin you feel say you no go do, so that you go dey say your hand don dey clean. Please, make we no dey carry justice for hand, make we no dey carry anger to do things wey later we go regret am. Oh, this girl now don go, no fit bring am come back again. And this one now, he don enter prison, for something years. How many years he wan spend for prison? I wan take him children, see him children grow. Wetin you wan even tell him children say na mistaken key person, you kpai person. Law no dey know whether na mistake or not. So make we dey very very careful. Had I know the pain well.
Now, so Auntie Mercy, thank you very much for this one where you carried advice my youth and landlord children with the tenant this morning. When I don't hear and finish for Auntie Mercy, so because make we dey calm down, make we dey cool our temper, and make we dey try to understand each other for the place, the area, the house when it be say we dey live. Just as I earlier talk, customers they talk for business holdings, them for all these companies, all these business people with them. And they talk and say customers are always right. Your tenants too now your customers. So people make una they calm down, take they talk to these people. Anytime una get a meeting or anytime when any of them fuck up, now jejely una go take talk am. So that even say you send quit notice, the person no go verse. You go use peace, they talk am abeg, just go like that. Now when time for fight, the person won't call overdo. You go come follow the process where Auntie Mercy take nakuna now. Go to carry the issue, go court. From court, the thing go come enter police people with them, and then the person go vamoose your ass by force. Country people are the thank una for watching this pigeon show this morning on our morning show, this pigeon section. And they tell una say this na show where we dey knack una tori on things where they happen for inside the country, even to serve our community and our society. We don't talk on matter of something when it happen for inside the Ondo state when it be say landlord pikin wey be 41-year-old come kill the tenant when it be say her name na Joy, and this tenant na 22 years old. They say this argument, what the result of the death of this girl, say na argument, they argue on matter, say na waiting result of the death. Now the boy come rise, in temper come rise, he use anger issue, take beat this girl, and for there he take kill this girl, you my country people. So we don't touch light matter, callers don't call, we don't give their own opinion, we don't touch light matter together. But for those of you now, when it be say enough it pick una call because of a network problem, because make una send messages to us via Facebook, even self we there for YouTube. But before I go, make I quickly conclude my day with this call. Hello, good morning, and where they call us from this morning?
Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Oga. Where they call us from this morning?
I'm from Benue State.
Oga from Benue State, what be your name?
My name is David.
Okay, Oga David, the touch light matter for us. Country people, we lost this call. So for my callers, when the BC network not bring me pick una call this morning, because make una send us messages on Facebook. We there for Facebook at Some TV. Even yourself, we there for YouTube on Some TV Live. Before I go Auntie Mercy, make I thank you well for joining me this morning. So welcome once again.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it. Okay,
my wonderful callers, then will follow me touch light matter this morning. I the transfer salute to una once again. I thank una for calling. My name is Esther Oka Stephen Country people. I the transfer salute and I the thank una for watching this section. Una do.
People, my name is Indy Maxine Weir and I am the International Coordinator of the Taraba Human Rights International Film Festival. I am here to tell you so much about this film festival and how you can participate and benefit from this film festival. So talking about film festivals, I'm sure you've heard of the popular ones like the Toronto International Film Festival, the Berlin International Film Festival, and of course you have the Venice International Film Festivals, who have made impact, global impact over the years on the film industry. And much like these film festivals, the Taraba Human Rights Film Festival intends to make such an impact. But you know what? It is unique. It is talking about human rights, and that is the area we intend to impact using films. I mean, for our foreign participants, you have already sent your entries, over 1,000 of them from 100 countries all across the globe. We need you to come down to Taraba so that we can sit down together and go through them, go through our collective history, what has been, what is right now, and what should be. Together we can come up with the standard of what human rights should be in our different countries, using films to tell our stories and to give our recommendation, if you know what I mean. Being out here is so refreshing. It takes me to the second reason why you should be part of the Taraba Human Rights International Film Festival in person. Fun fact, you know that Taraba State is home to the Mambila Plateau, which is known for its beautiful scenery and cool weather? I can tell you this for free. I am looking forward to that. And that's not all. It is home to the Kashimbila Game Reserve, where there are different animals and you get to experience them. You gotta have that safari feel. And also, it doesn't stop there. There is the Pitako Hills, very amazing rock formations, and you just see the beauty in it. You see, I don't even know, it makes you speechless. And then you go to building up to the Barup waterfalls. I mean, you've got me on that alone. It is going to be an amazing experience, and I think you should be here in person, especially to our foreign participants, because it's going to leave you in awe. And now to our local participants, I have a question for you. What if you have the platform that could make your dreams come true? And yes, you do. That is what the Taraba International Human Rights Film Festival is going to do for you. It's going to be a platform where you can showcase your work, showcase your talent, and even network with other participants from all over the world. We're expecting foreign participants to come, participants that you could interact with, to make very beautiful partnerships. It is an opportunity for you to take your work to a global level. Tell me you wouldn't want that. So you may ask, how is TARIF going to benefit the government? But I have this to say, TARIF is going to be an opportunity for the government to promote its cultural diplomacy. When young people interact by networking with foreign participants from across the globe, it is going to make for a beautiful partnership that will go ahead and promote the cultural diplomacy of Taraba State and even Nigeria as a whole. Secondly, this is an opportunity for the government to partner with investors from
Welcome back to the morning show on Some TV, and this is the Taraba as a new segment of the morning show. And just let me remind you, Taraba isn't just a postcard of waterfalls and mountains. It is an investment destination waiting to bloom. From tourism to agriculture, nature's gift to the nation is calling smart investors to take a closer look. We're also going to take a closer look at the stories making the rounds in Taraba today. And with me is Mr. Iradane Kukwen, the Director of News and Current Affairs on Some TV.
Good morning.
Good morning. Let us go to the papers this morning. It seems the rain decided not to fall. I stepped out and I saw sunshine.
Yeah, it may fall again. At least what happened this morning was drizzle, and it still rain. At least maybe
but
it has finished its mission for the day, or at least for now.
If I'm to hold you, if I'm to hold you, I should hold you for making a prediction this morning that it was going to rain.
It rained.
But you said it was going to be a wet day, and it's sunny outside. I stepped out now. The sun.
Normally, when rain fell, the sun will come out and dry up.
Do you know why I believed you? Someone told me that the name Kukwen means priest, so I thought maybe you're a priest. That's why I believed you.
Well, I was not operating in that dimension. I just made a statement based on.
But your name misled me to think Kukwen a priest, and you've made a prediction.
Well, that was not a prediction. I was just talking based on
the prophecy.
No, not really. No. I was just speaking like just like a normal human being. You saw the cloud, you saw the heat yesterday, and
you got the reassurance of a priest.
That's not.
You know why I'm saying this? Yesterday there was a match between Inter Milan and Barcelona, and before then there was a trending video of a prophet that prophesied who was going to win the trophy, who was going to play the final, and he was able to, in a prophetic way, analyze the matches, and his conclusion was that a team from Spain will play a team from France the final. Now, yesterday was a match between a team from Spain and his team from Italy, that is Barcelona, Spain. For Italy, Inter Milan. And Inter Milan defeated Barcelona. So there's no team from Spain that is going to play in the final. And the man is trending all over the internet. Now they're asking what happened. What happened? So that's why another preach today.
There are many instances where prophetic utterances will be made and they won't come to be fulfilled. It has happened before. Nobody will hold the monopoly of. The only person that knows tomorrow completely is God. And by the time you make predictions and it keep falling into place exactly the way you've said and consistently, you've become God.
Definitely.
So God will not allow himself to
he will not share his glory like that. Okay, I think I will look forward to the statement of that prophet to see what happened. Maybe the God of the Italians have answered their prayers, and the prophecy has been turned.
Most likely.
Let's go to the page of Taraba News. It has SDP and coalition suffer setback in Taraba as member representing Euro constituency Honorable Joseph Canon Dom's party for PDP. This is strange. This Honorable Joseph Canon decision to leave the Social Democratic Party SDP for People's Democratic Party in Taraba State could be influenced by a variety of factors, including political strategy. Now, like we all see, all politics is local. Have you noticed that at the national level, the exodus is to the APC? But I'm telling you, in a state like Taraba, you will see them moving to the PDP because the PDP is a stronger state here. But you will see that the only time where you will see some form of movement to the APC will be those that feel they will not pick a ticket
in PDP.
They will move to the APC. But those that are sure of themselves in PDP will remain there. And you may even see immediately those ones cross to the APC. Some from the APC that have been looking for opportunity to be part of the ruling party in the state will quickly cross over, saying that the party has been taken over by strange fellows. So politics is local.
The reports on the national dailies describe the movement from PDP and other political parties to APC as a tsunami. And it is attributed to President Tinubu and whatever it is that he's doing. Some people describe it as coercion, some people describe it as his good works and other things like that. It's the same thing. In most instances, sitting government have a kind of advantageous influence on the opposition. So it's the same thing here in Taraba. This is not the first time in Lao. It happened, the whole structure collapsed in Lao.
Yeah.
Then we see the replica of what happened in Lao in Delta,
Delta.
where the whole structure collapsed to PDP. So,
let's look at this story also. Why Taraba is emerging as a prime destination for local and foreign investors. This is Barrister Zainab, the Commissioner for Information. The Taraba State government has highlighted the state's unique advantages in agriculture, mining, and its young dynamic population as key factors driving both local and foreign investors to choose Taraba over other states in Nigeria. The government attributes the state's growing appeal to a conducive business environment that fosters growth and attracts investors. Investment. Barrister Zainab Jalingo, Commissioner for Information and Reorientation, shared this insight in a statement released on Tuesday announcing the upcoming Taraba State International Investment Summit, Taravest 2025. The summit is scheduled for May 21, 2025 in Jalingo, the state capital, and will focus on the theme unlocking Taraba's investment potentials, advancing agriculture, energy, mining, industrialization for sustainable growth and development. This is a good one to drive investment for Taraba. The Taravest should be something that should be able to break the ice and make investors to flow into the state.
yes, there's something that caught my attention in the theme of Taravest. It talks about unlocking Taraba investment potential, and it starts with advancing agriculture, which is, I think, the largest potential for Taraba State. This is a good one. It indicates the attention of the organizers of these Taravest, and they are trying to say, I think, by this team, starting with issues that has to do with agriculture, is a kind of prioritizing agriculture among other investments in Taraba. So, at times people tend to forget that agriculture can be a very good place where investment can go. People prefer to invest in mining. People try to invest in other sectors of the economy. Now, by the time they're talking about agriculture, I'm putting it first on the list in the team for the Taravest. Is a kind of beaming a light, bringing agriculture in Taravest into limelight and trying to say we have focus on this, and it's one of our priorities. Agricultural sector in Taraba State can be a multi-billion naira sector that can create a lot of employment for Tarabans, and people can invest in it and have good returns for their investment. We have all the agricultural resources that you can think of in any part of Africa, I guess. So we have landmass, we have conducive environments, and so far for the past 2 years, we have the issues of insecurity being tackled. General Wa and his team, the police commissioner and other security architecture are right on top of criminalities, and we seem to have relative peace in Taraba State.